Have you ever stopped to consider the true impact of failure on your life? It's a question that might make you pause, perhaps even make you uncomfortable. But that's exactly why it's so crucial. Failure, as we often perceive it, is a state of not achieving a desired outcome or goal. Yet is that all there is to it? Could it be that there's more beneath the surface of this seemingly negative term? You see, failure isn't just about loss or disappointment. It's about learning, growing, and evolving. It's about taking a step back, looking at what didn't work, and figuring out a new way forward. It's about resilience and strength, about not giving up when the going gets tough. Failure is a normal part of life. It's a stepping stone, a catalyst that propels us towards success, towards becoming a better version of ourselves. So remember, failure is not the end, but rather a beginning to a journey of learning and growth. Consider the tale of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the modern electric light bulb. This narrative is not merely about the invention of a product that revolutionized the world, but also about the relentless spirit of a man who refused to accept defeat. Born in the middle of the 19th century, Edison was a precocious child who began experimenting at a young age, but his journey to success was anything but smooth. His teachers considered him too curious, too questioning, and consequently, too problematic. However, Edison's curiosity was not a hindrance, but a driving force that led him to become one of the most prolific inventors in history. Edison's most notable invention, the practical electric light bulb, was not the result of a sudden brainwave. Instead, it was the culmination of countless hours of labor, unwavering perseverance, and an unyielding belief in his vision. The path to this groundbreaking invention was littered with obstacles and failures, as some might call them. Edison, however, had a unique perspective on failure. He didn't see these roadblocks as setbacks, but as stepping stones. Each unsuccessful attempt was a lesson learned, a discovery of what wouldn't work, bringing him one step closer to finding what would. His journey towards the creation of the light bulb was a long and arduous one. He made thousands of attempts, each one a testament to his relentless determination. There were times when his experiments led to minor explosions, filling his lab with smoke and disappointment, but he never let these setbacks dampen his spirit. Instead of succumbing to frustration, Edison was fueled by his failures. Each unsuccessful attempt was an opportunity to learn, to refine, and to pivot his approach. He saw each failure not as a dead end, but as a detour leading him towards the path of success. And then, after years of tireless work and countless failures, Edison finally found success. His invention of a practical electric light bulb brought light into millions of homes, forever changing the way we live. But more than that, it served as a beacon of hope for those who dare to dream, to experiment, and to persist in the face of adversity. Edison's story serves as a reminder that success is not a straight path, but a winding journey filled with trials and tribulations. It teaches us that failure is not the end, but an integral part of the process toward success. It reminds us that the road to success is paved with lessons learned from failure. Edison's life is a testament to the power of perseverance. His story teaches us that the only true failure is giving up, that every stumbling block is a stepping stone, and that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Let this be a reminder to us all that every failure brings us one step closer to success. And so how do we turn our failures into stepping stones, just like Edison? Well, the first step is resilience. That's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to get up when you're knocked down. It's the determination to keep going, no matter how tough things get. It's not about never failing, it's about never giving up. Because let's face it, the road to success is often littered with obstacles. But those who are resilient see these obstacles not as roadblocks, but as detours, as opportunities to learn and grow. And that brings us to the next point, learning from our mistakes. Each failure is a lesson in disguise. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to improve. When we make a mistake, it's important to take a step back, to analyze what went wrong and to figure out how we can do better next time. It's about turning a negative into a positive, about turning failure into success. But let's not forget about maintaining a positive attitude, because how you view failure can make all the difference. If you see it as a dead end, as a sign that you're not cut out for success, then that's exactly what it will be. But if you see it as a stepping stone, as a chance to learn and grow, then you're already one step closer to success. It's all about perspective. So how can we handle failure and turn it into success? Start by building resilience, by learning from your mistakes, by maintaining a positive attitude. And remember, it's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes, because each failure is a chance to learn, to grow, to improve. It's a chance to become a better version of ourselves. And most importantly, it's a chance to succeed, because as the saying goes, you can't succeed if you don't try. And sometimes trying means failing, but it also means getting back up, dusting yourself off, and trying again. Remember, the key to success is to learn from failure, not avoid it. Edison is not the only one who turned failure into success. Let's traverse the vast landscape of history and meet other remarkable individuals who, like Edison, transformed their failures into stepping stones. From literature to sports, technology to politics, the journey of success is often paved with failures. Consider J.K. Rowling, the celebrated author of the Harry Potter series. Before she enchanted the world with her spellbinding tales, she faced rejection from 12 different publishers. But Rowling persisted, firmly believing in her magical world. And the rest, as they say, is history. Or contemplate the story of Abraham Lincoln. He faced numerous defeats in his political career, losing 8 elections before finally being elected President of the United States. Each setback only strengthened his resolve, and he went on to become one of the most influential leaders in American history. In the world of sports, who can forget the legendary basketball player, Michael Jordan? Despite being cut from his high school basketball team, he did not let this deter him. Instead, he practiced relentlessly, honed his skills, and eventually became one of the greatest players of all time. And then, there's Steve Jobs, the revolutionary mind behind Apple Inc. Jobs was famously ousted from his own company in 1985, only to return a decade later and lead Apple to unprecedented heights. In each of these stories, we see a common theme. Failure did not deter these individuals. Instead, it propelled them. Each bump in the road, each setback, each disappointment was merely a lesson, a chance to grow and to improve. They did not view failure as a dead end, but as a detour, a chance to reroute and find a new path to their goals. These are but a few examples of the countless individuals who have turned failure into success. They remind us that failure is not a final destination, but a part of the journey. As these stories illustrate, failure is not an obstacle, but an opportunity. In conclusion, failure is not something to be feared or avoided. As we've journeyed through this exploration, we've uncovered the true nature of failure. It's not an ending, but a beginning. A stepping stone, not a stumbling block. It's the crucible in which success is forged, the canvas on which greatness is painted. We've walked in the shoes of Thomas Edison, a man for whom failure was but a beacon guiding him to the invention of the light bulb. We've seen how he, like countless others, learned to dance with failure, to embrace it as a partner in the waltz of innovation. We've also delved into strategies for overcoming failure, understanding that it's not about evading it, but about rising each time we fall. We've seen how resilience, persistence, and a growth mindset can turn the tables on failure, transforming it from a foe to a friend. We've taken inspiration from the stories of successful individuals who've journeyed through the valley of failure to reach the peak of success. They've shown us that failure isn't a pit, but a ladder, a launch pad for soaring to greater heights. It's through these stories that we understand failure is not exclusive, but a shared experience, a universal rite of passage on the journey to success. So, as we wrap up, let's not forget the crux of it all. Embracing failure is not about celebrating defeat, but about honoring the lessons it brings. It's about appreciating the wisdom it imparts and the strength it inspires. It's about understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. Failure is a teacher, a guide, a mentor. It's a compass that points us to our true north, a reminder of the courage within us. It's a mirror that reflects our potential, a testament to our resilience. So the next time you face failure, remember, it's not a setback, but a setup for a comeback.